My name is Emily Phillips and this is my week 3 video summary. So I'm going to go through this list of things and explain what each one is and then demonstrate how to do a couple of things on CentOS and Ubuntu. So the type of kernel that is used in Linux is a monolithic kernel, and the type of multitasking that's used is a preemptive multitasking. So preemptive multitasking is when the kernel allocates a certain amount of time to each task. With this type of multitasking, if one program were to crash, it's very unlikely that it will cause other programs to crash. Some of the differences between the GUI and the command line: the GUI uses windows and icons to navigate the system, while the command line uses just commands. And then a similarity is that obviously both allow you to navigate the system. So I'm going to pull up CentOS. This is CentOS. Usually if you pull it up, it will prompt you to log into your account. But if you go into this top left corner, this is the applications. These show you the favorites, or pretty much the most commonly used applications on the operating system. And then if you go through, this shows you all of the different applications that are installed on the operating system. Right here is settings. Another way to access settings, if you go into this right corner and click this icon. So in here you can change a number of different things. You can change the background. I have it set to the defaults, and then you can search for anything. So if you want to search for anything, this allows you to check what will be searched when you type into the search box. And then universal access allows you to change different types of seeing, hearing, typing settings. And then here's the sound, the power. I have the automatic suspend set to delay after 2 hours, so it'll automatically suspend the operating system. And then here are some details about the operating system. So here is the about. You can find the type of processor, the graphics that are used, the type of operating system type, and then it also recognizes the virtual machine. Here is the date and time. I have the automatic time zone set, so it'll pick up if I were in a different time zone what the real time is and not the specific time zone I had set it in. Users, this can also be accessed by going right here and clicking the user name, or my name in this instance. Here, if you click unlock and log in, it'll allow you to add a user. Here's the add user button. You can add a standard account or an administrator account. You'll type the name here, the username that you want to use, and then you can set the password now or allow the user to set the password when they log in. I already created a standard account. That's user 1. And then you can also see the default applications. If I had any other applications downloaded, for instance for web, I could set that as the default if I preferred. So if I were to go into the applications installer, you'll notice that I have 2 updates that need to be done to the system. These are all of the installed applications. And then, so we'll use GNU, it's just there. GNU image. See if I can get it to load. Oh, there it went. There we go. So I can install it here, or I can also install it through the terminal. If I wanted to use that, I would have to go into terminal and use the sudo command. The sudo command makes you the root user. So you would use sudo yum install and gimp, and then it prompts you to type in your password. It will prompt you to do this every time you open a new window or a new terminal. It'll ask you if this is okay. You'll say yes. And then this tells you the percentage of the download. And that is complete. So it should be right there. And then if you open it, pops up a couple different windows. Close it out. And then I can also use sudo yum remove to remove that application, because this is a new window. It will ask me to type my password in again. And it'll ask me if this is okay. Click yes. And if I were to go back, it should no longer be there. And it's not. So now I'm going to go into, I didn't have to close that out, but I'm going to go into Ubuntu. So let's do open, wrong one, file, open, there we go. It's gonna ask me to log in. So there's a couple things open. So there are a couple different things about Ubuntu from CentOS. So Ubuntu has Ubuntu software instead of the application installer, and then the help button looks a little bit different. But it also has Firefox as the default web browser. It has this activities button to find the different activities or what would have been applications in CentOS. If I go down here, GNU image is installed on here as well. To do that, I went to the Ubuntu software and downloaded GNU image manipulation program. If I go here, I can also go to the terminal. So again, this is where you can type in different commands. So let's see, date, it gives me the date, help, and then it gives me a list of commands that I can do. Let's see. So there, so that's some examples on the terminal. So if I wanted to add a user, I could go to my name, which is the name of the account, go to account settings, and then I'll click this unlock button and type in my password. And then it allows me to have an add user button. And then you have a standard administrator account that you can make. You again type in the full name, and then you can type in the username, and then you can allow the user to set the password here, or you set the password now. And then this will show you all of the default applications, the about, so you can find out the processor, the operating system type, the size of the disk. And if you want to go to settings, you can go on this and push this little icon again. And then you can change a number of different settings on here as well. So the power, the automatic suspend like CentOS, the universal access, what applications it will search through if you type into the search bar, the background, and then different devices you can hook up through Bluetooth. That's it.